These poems are dedicated to all those whose lives have been spent in bringing peace to this planet. Wherever you are, I bow my head. May peace be on this earth. We are all united with the thread of love. May each one of us realize the garland of life.
Farewell to the President and his family. You have served your country well. You have the grace and dignity of true leaders. You were in the constant spotlight and kept your emotions true to your heart. You were kind and decent, a rare trait. You had to make up many tough decisions. I'm sure at times you're awakened during some crisis during the night. In spite of all the obstacles and garbage thrown at you, you kept your cool. As your lovely wife said, when they go low, we go high. How elegantly said. May God bless the President and his family. We need to reinstall hope back into our country. At times, we have lost our ways. We have become divided, not united. Our political system has gone astray. We have become polarized. I'm right and you're wrong. I'm going to heaven and you're going to hell. You are a commie. The hope we need lies in our heart. We need to be mature human beings. We act like spoiled children. I get my way, or I will have a temper tantrum. Have you seen this in politics? This is the norm. In order to have hope, you must take responsibilities for ourselves. You need help. You know how to become mature. Your essence is made of it. Did you know that dewdrops exist in the desert? There may be no rain in sight, yet on a cold morning dew will appear on the flowers. Remember, you may be thirsty inside, but each day dew drops in your desert of life. In truth, you are never thirsty. On your journey of life, we need water each and every day. Water is more precious than gold. You have a thirst to discover yourself. Something nudges you day by day. You think it must be something outside of yourself. Yet, inside of you exists the well of life. This well is keeping you alive. Only you can find this well. It exists inside of your heart. All the great masters have said, forgiveness is the way. A person who doesn't forgive himself or others carries a tremendous amount of baggage. Each time you call upon forgiveness, you let go of one bag. What a relief. Forgiveness doesn't mean that you forget the incident. It means you forgive. A big difference. In order to be a mature human being, you must forgive yourself and others. If you are angry at others, we are harboring those feelings inside. Over time, they will fester and not make you happy. Only you can solve this riddle. Only you can throw your baggage away. There are many different paths to God. There's not the only way. Each one of us has our own way. To discover your true self, you must go inside. Only you can find your correct way. There is no meditation technique or prayer that works for everybody. You are custom designed. Each one of us has our own particular way to find God. You are never alone. The first step is with your intent. Open up the door inside of your heart. You have free choice. God is always there, but He is waiting for you to open the door. It's your choice. Discover the God within. Help is always there. Your guides are there, waiting to help you out. The angels are there, waiting to help you out. You are never alone. Except we feel alone in this life. We ask for help, but it doesn't seem to come our way. The masters have said you have free choice. If you don't go within, the help is there, but you can't see. You are family to the universe. A wise man once said, the kingdom of heaven lies within. Dive within your heart, and you will see you are never alone. My twin brother, John. John is my best friend. He has always been there for me. In the thick and thin, we're on the same path in this journey of life. We spent most of our life going within. We have our struggles in life. Life is not easy. I'm sure you will say the same thing. Yet with all this pounding we take, we come out to the other side. We know the God within. Not the complete picture, yet we have a beautiful experience. My brother taught me patience in so many different ways. His yearning for God is endless. He has a great love for humanity. Inside he knows humans have a great heart. The mirror is just full of dust. In the beginning was the Word. The Word was with God, and the Word was God. And the Word was made flesh. Now let's take a look at this with a rational mind. In the beginning was the Word. Before time and space was the Word. That means way before humans existed on earth. Even before the earth was created, there was the Word of God. The Word was with God, and the Word was God. Is there a primordial frequency, quantum energy that is God? Is God a multi-dimensional energy? This energy is beyond time and space. This energy created the universe, and the Word was made flesh. This energy creates us. This energy lies inside of us. 90% of your DNA is not junk DNA. It's quantum energy. It's God. You were made in His image. The wise man says it's up to you to solve this riddle. Can you experience God while you are alive? When I was young, I asked this question to my minister. He said no. Only when you die can you experience God. I didn't believe him. Somehow I knew the human body was built for this experience. It was hardwired. I knew that the light of God existed within. I read many of the world's greatest scriptures, and they all said, a great light exists within. If thy eye be single, thy whole body shall be full of light. This is not a metaphor or a theory. This is truth spoken by all the great masters. Only you can open this door with your intent. You have free choice. You can solve this riddle. Your life won't be the same. I respect all religions. They are all talking about the same thing. They have different points of view. I think that is grand. Different stories from different times and places. They all believe in one Creator. God is not a Christian. God is not a Jew. God is not a Muslim. God is not a Buddhist. God is beyond all our projections we give Him. God is quantum. We are linear. We go from point A to point B. God exists in the entire universe, beyond time and space. Love makes the universe go around. Discover your true essence. You were built and designed to discover your Creator within. You can solve this puzzle. Is life like a page break? We live this life and suddenly it's over. We leave like a thief in the night, never to be seen again. What is the point? Is there a reason why we are alive? We come and go into this world. Do we always run in circles? Have we learned to love our fellow man? Is there a purpose to this life? What am I holding on to? Why am I so angry? I feel I'm on the seesaw of life. I can't control my emotions. My actions are out of control. Do I ever learn from my past actions? The masters have said, open up your heart and dive within. You will solve this great puzzle. To be spiritual is to be practical. Many people think a spiritual person has his head in the clouds. He is far away from the practical ways of earth. The Buddhists have a book, chop wood, carry water. You must have your head in heaven and your feet on the ground. This is a practical journey. Every action you take must be in harmony. Oh, there are many lessons along the way. Many have tread upon this path. At times it will be rocky and the path goes up a mountain. Every moment you learn along the way. It's not easy to drop your negative emotions. If it was, we would have been on top of the mountain a long time ago. I feel to be spiritual, a person to be more practical than ever. You have to be conscious moment by moment. That is not easy. Have you ever tried to tame your mind? Sit still for 1 minute and tell me the truth. It's difficult. Chop wood, carry water. Only you can understand this riddle. Last night, Oprah gave Michelle Obama her last interview in the White House. I really loved it. She had such love, patience, and compassion. Oprah asked, "What allowed you to stand up for your own truth and find your way?" Being a grown-up, Obama replies, "She is extremely mature and full of wisdom. Over the past year, so many people have thrown her garbage. She has learned the truth that turned the other cheek. She says, when they go low, we go high. This is exactly what the great masters taught. She has served her country with dignity and respect. She said the Obamas will help out President Trump and his family in the transition and beyond. I think as Americans, we should take a look at their legacy and be proud. I know I am." Yesterday, Oprah asked the question how her critics called her an angry black woman. She replied, "Dang, you don't even know me." You sort of feel like, wow, where'd that come from? But then you sort of think, this isn't about me. This is about the person or people who wrote it, you know. That's just the truth. How true that is. We see the world through tainted glasses. Those people who called her an angry black woman are themselves angry. Anger has consumed them. They project their anger on someone who isn't full of hate and rage. Humanity must take off our tainted glasses. The Democrats and Republicans aren't evil. They have different points of view. We must see ourselves as Americans first. What is your foundation in life? There is no more fenced city. Is your foundation built on the old ways? I'm happy and then I'm sad. I love you, yet I hate you. Do you spew anger? These are the old energies of yesterday. Take a look at the problems in the past. They all stem from old energies. There's a new way of living. How about being in contact with God? How about being in love, patience, and compassion? Be kind. Be tolerant of your fellow man. Go beyond judgments. What kind of foundation are you choosing? You can no longer sit on the fence. Can you change the past? Have you ever thought, can I change the past? All of us probably wish we could re-record some events from the past. If I only held back saying so and so. All this junk lives inside. No, we can't change the actual event. It happened. Yet you can change the event inside. You can truly forgive yourself and truly learn from your mistakes. All of us have lessons to learn. We are on this planet to learn. Without making any mistakes, how would you grow? We just need to pull our inner weeds. Day by day, your flower bed will grow. A farmer learns how to constantly pull weeds from the garden. He doesn't allow it to get out of control. You can solve this riddle. Your life will never be the same. Does God want you to be a master? Yes. Does God want you to discover your true nature? Yes. Does God want you to be a sinner? No. Does God judge you? No. Does God want you to be a follower? No. Does God want you to be enlightened? Yes. Does God want you to pray? Yes. Does God want you to meditate? Yes. Does God want you to have fun? Yes. Does God want you to laugh? Yes. Learn how to be a master in your life. To solve this riddle, die inside your heart. Many people say the moment you are born, you have original sin. How could this be? Before you were born, you came from God. God does not contain sin. So how can you be a sinner when you are born? Now, as you get older in life, man performs actions that are sinful. We go to war. I hate you. We must all learn from our actions. Can we clean our slates? The masters have said it's up to you to become a better person. You have free choice. Maybe we should, moment by moment, make conscious effort to become good. The choice is ours. We can make a huge difference in the world around us. We can silently make changes to improve our lives. Only you can decide when it's time to discover your true nature. We aren't here to convince you. The truth needs no convincing. You are the universe and don't know it. We are not here to convert you. The universe does not convert anyone. It simply is. We are not here to judge you. God does not judge. He gives you free choice. If you have free choice, why would he judge? We aren't here to condemn you. There's nothing to condemn. There is no hell except in your state of mind. Everything returns to the source, including you. This life is an incredible journey. For all the terrorists out there, don't pull the world down. Your ways are senseless. Violence is not the answer. God does not believe in any wars. We create them. If you truly want to help the world, start a revolution within your heart. Be kind. Spend your money to feed the hungry. Educate your young. Help your fellow man. Turn the other cheek. Learn to be tolerant. God does not have a true religion. All paths lead to the same house. There are many rooms in my mansion. We are recommending you to look within. With your passion, you can change the world, not through violence, but through your love of mankind. We create our own obstacles. Humanity gets caught in its own web. We are running in circles. Have we learned from the past? Do we still need to have wars? Fighting should be a thing of the past. It will be soon one day. We all need to cut the negativity within. With the sword of love, we can overcome all obstacles. The universe is cheering us on. There is so much going on behind the scenes. Mankind will establish peace on earth. Mark my word. We all want peace on earth. This is our true state. When I was young, I was fascinated by the following. So many different quotes for the same thing. I looked at different Bible versions, and each Bible had a different translation. My version is correct, and your version is incorrect. The Catholics thought only they were going to heaven. The rest was going to hell. Countless battles have been fought on different interpretations of God. God is not on any side. To be honest, God exists inside of you. You can read all the great scriptures, and they only point the way to God. The kingdom of heaven lies inside of you. No more words can be said. Only you can solve this riddle. When I was young, my uncle took my twin brother and me to Bob's Big Boy. We went there for a shake. They had placemats that said, "Take me to your leader." I can still see it clear as day. My brother and I took those masks and placed it over our faces. We began to laugh. We knew we came from the stars. My uncle had no idea why we were laughing. He wouldn't have understood even if we had tried. This was during the mid-50s. Nobody except my twin brother and I understood this riddle. You came from beyond the stars. You are literally stardust. Understand this riddle. You are special. This is not a mundane life. It just seems that way. One of my favorite quotes is the following. Have your feet on the ground and your head in heaven. How eloquently said. I'm not sure, but it might be a Taoist quote. For me, this sums up the purpose of our journey. Have your head in heaven and have your feet firmly planted on earth. The wise men of old firmly recognized this. They are extremely down to earth and practical. They can go to a party and say, I'll take water on the rocks. They knew how to truly have a good time. Life was a celebration, yet they knew the secrets of life. They discovered the kingdom within. The same kingdom exists inside of you. This page was blank. Now it contains words. What am I going to say? The words we say are creations from our minds. Do we create monsters within or create a world that is heavenly? Day by day, we build our worlds. If you are an angry person, you will only see anger. No wonder the great masters have died. So many people got angry towards them. They didn't like that they had to take responsibility for their actions. We come into this world with a blank page, and we leave as creators of our own life. The wise man says, understand this riddle. I wondered how the great masters of the past dealt with disappointment. They had such a great message. The kingdom of heaven lies within. What could be more incredible than that? Maybe they weren't disappointed at all. They knew a flower blooms at just the right time. A fruit will ripen on its own. Christ was a fisherman. He caught those who was ready for his message. A raindrop will eventually go back to the source of all. Each of us will return to our Creator when the time comes. Maybe the Master gave inspiration to all, yet the seed remains dormant in some. Someday we will solve this puzzle. Are we wired for God? I remember when I was young, I learned how to meditate. I learned that this body is wired to discover the heavens within. I learned so much about the hidden human body. Recently, I learned about human DNA. Scientists says 97% is junk. God does not create junk. We just don't know what this is. According to Cryon, this 97% is quantum DNA. God is hidden in your DNA. Does that make you excited? I am. This truly gives further evidence that we are wired for God. These are exciting times. We can discover the mysteries of the universe. We can discover the kingdom within. This is a precious puzzle. We come into this world with a carrot on the stick. We are looking for happiness all over the place. We think if only I had this and this, I would be happy. We are never completely satisfied. We may get that brand new car, yet years later, we junk the car. Everything changes. Nothing remains the same. So where is the true carrot? Does it even exist? Is this pursuing happiness a joke on us? Are we our own worst enemies in finding our true selves? The masters have said, discover your true nature by looking in the mirror within. Remember, only you can solve this puzzle. In Matthew 6:22, it says, if thy eye be single, the whole body should be full of light. What in the world does this mean? Are we a cyclops? Do we have monsters within? I heard this scripture many moons ago. All religions talk about the light of God within. God is light. Light is God. We have the potential to discover this light within. The kingdom of heaven is within. This is just not words or a theory. You have the potential to discover your true nature inside of you. You are the universe. You just don't know it. This is a practical experience. This experience builds upon itself. The more you pay attention to it, the more attention it will pay to you. It's like a magnet of love. Meditation brings a great love to yourself and the world. It's very subtle. Day by day, you don't feel the practical results, When you put seeds into the ground, you don't see results overnight. It takes time and effort to harvest your crop. You can solve this puzzle. You have free choice. No judgments will be made. I just had a magnificent dream. I was on an African plain. A young African boy was performing a ceremony for the earth. Thousands of animals came. The sky was flooded with birds. Hundreds of lions appeared. A young lion cub came up to say hello. Its mother came up to me and I gave her a hug. She started purring. I knew to control my fear. A lion has instinct and can smell it 1,000 miles away. I held the mama lion in my arms and I woke up from my dream. You can conquer the fear within. Pay attention to your dreams. Where did we get these images about our relationship with God? We were maybe taught to fear the wrath of God. God would judge us and throw us into the fire for eternity. God wouldn't do that. We have a tendency to do it to our fellow man. We were taught that we were sinners and we should pray for forgiveness. Well, personally, we make grand mistakes. We should learn from them. We have free choice. We should forgive ourselves when we make mistakes. God is our coach, rooting us on. God wants us not to fear Him, but love Him. Maybe what we were taught about God, maybe there is a more healthy way. Why use fear, lack of worth, to find God? The kingdom of heaven lies within. Only you can solve this puzzle. The Buddhists have a book called Crystal Clear. This book is a sacred doctrine. They decided to release this book to the West. The story goes the techniques are so simple that no one will believe them. Isn't that amazing? It involves concentration on your breath. Each and every moment we breathe. Behind our breath is a power that keeps the universe alive. Yet, it's too simple. Many people just say, it can't be that way. Well, for them, it's true. If you say it's too simple, you will never look within. You can solve this puzzle. Concentrate upon your breath, moment by moment. The universe will become alive. Christians are waiting for the rapture. God will blow this earth to smithereens. God won't do this. Humans will. Yet man has reached a turning point where this won't happen. Man has decided that peace on earth is the way. I know it doesn't seem that way. Wars are all around us. Yet the light of God is dispelling darkness on this land. Many people like you and me are bringing light to this planet. Only humans can bring peace to this planet. God is there as our coach. He will not play the game for us. We have to play the game. These are exciting times. The world wants peace. Let the dust settle. If we could only see like God, we would have no enemies. People might call you an enemy, yet, or you can see our friends. Christ did not judge his fellow man. Buddha did not either. They showed us a different way to live. They didn't try to convince us. Their state of being was divine. They were like the sun in the sky, always shining. Even when there are clouds in the sky, the sun is always shining. The great masters always were shining. They didn't have anything to prove. Their ego was not in their way. They came to help mankind. We had lost our way. Can you imagine, before you were born, you and God were together? You are the universe. We come into this world, and slowly, through time, we forget where we came from. Over time, we completely forget. Yet God placed a beacon inside of us. Maybe at nighttime, you might come out of a dream, sensing that I'm more than this human body. A nudge here and there. The beacon is always broadcasting. You are never alone. The signal of life is keeping you alive. The great mystery lies inside of your heart. You alone can solve this mystery. The beacon lies within. Open up your heart. Have you heard the ringing in your ears? When you're silent and the world's asleep, do you hear the ringing? It's God saying, look inside of your heart. You are never alone. Your ringing is not some medical disease that doctors have said. The ringing is God saying, come home. You have traveled far in this journey. It seems like you are alone. Come inside. Warm up to the fire. Do you want something to drink? On this journey of life, you can discover your true essence. This will make your journey easier. You will discover help is always there. What is your higher self? It's about time for you to ask that question. According to the great masters, there is a part of you which you know is walking on this earth. Yet, there's another part of you which is God. The higher self is quantum energy. Around 97% of your DNA contains quantum energy, according to Krya. The kingdom of heaven is within. To discover your higher self, you must go within. You are the universe. You just don't know it. I recommend for you to try to solve this puzzle. The choice is yours. No judgments are made. Can you be a partner with God? Can you walk side by side with your Creator? Drop your ego and pride. Drop your negative emotions such as anger and fear. Day by day, meditate within. Bring that experience to be your state of mind. Treat everyone as they are God. Let go of your judgments. God does not judge. Become a vessel of love, patience, and compassion. Be kind. Every moment you can build a greater relationship with God. Yes, you can be a partner with God. There already is a part of you walking with God right now. You can solve this riddle. Imagine the universe is timeless. Just think there may be ancient civilizations in the past on a small planet a long ways away. Imagine they went through the same things we did. They went through their wars. They reached a point where they could either blow their world apart or bring peace to their planet. God does not save us. We must save ourselves. Can you imagine if these ancient ones all realized their true nature? What kind of lessons can we learn from them? What kind of wisdom do they have? Is the entire universe built so we have the opportunity to discover our true nature? The choice is up to us. We have never been held back from God. We hold ourselves back. Why were we never told that our wars only bring more wars? Why were we told if someone or country is different, we condemn them? Why were we never told that God lives inside? Why were we never told that true happiness is a state of mind? Why were we never told you can rule the world and you can be miserable? Ask Alexander the Great. Why were we never told that true riches exist inside of our heart? Why were we never told that the politicians don't have our interests at heart? I know it doesn't look that way. Why were we never told to drop all of your anger? It would never solve your problems. You just get more baggage. It seems that time man has been in a rut. We are running in circles and not learning from the past. You can change. The entire universe is watching us. You can solve this riddle. What if you knew you were the universe? Boy, would your life change. You would love everyone. You would stop judging. Only bad judges. God doesn't work. If you have free choice, why would God judge? Can you imagine being beyond time and space? No, you can't. We live in a linear world. But man is wired for this experience. It is literally hardwired into our bodies. This car is meant to be driven. It's been sitting in our garage getting rusty. Open up your garage within. Take your car for a spin. What an incredible ride you will have. When I was young, I really didn't understand metaphors. When I started to meditate, I began to understand. How can you talk about the infinite? No words can truly express the experience. Metaphors are the means to try to express the truth within. They point the way inside of your heart. Over time, they become a part of your life. It's like you have something which describes something which words can't express. Yet the metaphor over time transcends, and you understand the true meaning. It's like a Zen koan. You can't solve it with your rational mind. The answer is beyond your mind. We are trying to discover our true nature. The wise men have used metaphors to convey the truth within.